Good afternoon or evening or whenever you're watching this or morning. This is day two or part two of the Fed League Flash Awards. We did part one last week. Originally, I was going to do this back to back days, and work and things get in the way. So we do it when we can. And today is that day. Now, if you'll remember, day one or part one was all awards given to people according to stats. The most goals scored, the most points scored, lowest goals against, all that kind of stuff. So, there was no there was no subjectivity to it. It's who got chosen was chosen. This is my picks. Now, I want to clarify that my picks, at least a couple, or well, most of them actually, are different than what the league has given, as far as the league saying the goaltender of the year or the executive of the year, and things like that. All right. So this is not discounting the people who were selected by the league. They did fantastic jobs, deserving of their recognition and their honors. So it's just that I have someone else that I picked. And, well, 7 of the 8 categories I had picked before the end of the regular season, before the final weekend. I had these all chosen out. All right, so if it's different, well, so be it. Yes, this is my choices, so you can disagree, and that's fine. There are plenty of people that are well deserving of recognition and awards this year, but these are going to be my choices. All right, and again, as we did with part one, we're going to be honoring some of the past greats in FPHL history. So that's our names that are chosen for each award. All right, now we'll get right underway, starting with the Matt Robertson Award. This goes to the MVP. And when I say MVP, I mean the person that their respective team just could not do without. All right, I feel like this is the most important person on this team. The team would be completely different if it weren't for this one person. All right, so Matt Robertson, after a stellar minor league career, he had 1 year in the old International Hockey League and 5 in the SPHL. Robertson came to the Port Huron Prowlers and had an immediate impact. He led the team in scoring for 3 straight seasons. He scored 133 goals and averaged 1.1 assists per game. Now, the person that, I guess actually the league hasn't announced their MVP yet. I have a feeling that they're probably going to choose somebody different than who I chose, but Garrett Milan was one person that I considered. He was kind of my runner-up. All right, but the person that I felt like, okay, their team again cannot do without is just the most impactful player, the most important player, the most valuable player is, for the Watertown Wolves, Trevor Lord. Trevor Lord, this year, he led the team in goals, points, power play goals, shorthanded goals, game-winning goals, and he is the consummate leader both on and off the ice. The Watertown Wolves, I don't think, would have made the playoffs if Trevor Lord was not a part of the team. So there is my MVP for this year. All right, let's go on to the Brian Marks Award. I wish I really did have awards. I wish I had something to actually present to these players. But right now, it's just virtual. So, all right. Brian Marks Award goes to the best defensiveman, kind of like the Norris Trophy in the NHL. All right. Marks played 7 years in the Fed, and he became the first blue liner to average more than a point per game, while still maintaining a large presence in his own defensive zone, accumulating a plus minus rating of 148. He won 2 championships in his career. Now, I did nominate or consider both Alex Johnson from the Fort Huron Prowlers and Dakota Bond from the Binghamton Black Bears. Ultimately, though, I felt like this was kind of a no-brainer. My choice for defenseman of the year is Carter Shinkaruk of the Athens Rock Lobsters. Shinkaruk, he led all defensemen in scoring with 77 points. He had 6 power play goals, 6 game-winning goals, and a plus 38 rating, which was in the top 10 in the league. Carter Shinkaruk just had an amazing season this year for the Athens Rock Lobsters. He is the Brian Marks Award winner. All right, now we move on to the Peter Vetri Award for the top rookie. And when I say rookie, I mean a first-year rookie. There's a lot of players that are still classified as rookies in the league, but they've played almost 2 full years. I did not consider those players. I just considered this year, maybe they came in very, very late as a collegiate sign-on late last year. But for this year, this was their first year. All right, so Peter Vetri, in his rookie year, he was a standout goaltender. All right, before he came to the Fed, he backstopped UMass Lowell, which is one of the top D1 programs in the country, or has been for many, many years. He turned pro, joined the Danbury Whalers, and led the team with a 21-13-0 record with 3.28 goals against and a .919 save percentage. He was named Rookie of the Year that year, and unfortunately, he did pass away a couple years ago. He was just 37. He's my person that I wanted kind of representing best rookie. So I did nominate Tyson Graspy, or I'd consider Trevor Graspy from Watertown, who of course was named by the FPHL as Defenseman of the Year. I considered him as a second place because I really feel like you can't ignore the stats. My choice, Kieran Gallant, again from the Athens Rock Lobsters. Gallant, you can't ignore someone who comes into the league and leads the league in goals scored. 40 goals altogether. And he played all 56 games, 67 points altogether, 16 power play goals to lead the league, 7 game-winning goals, a shooting percentage of 21.6%. Fantastic numbers. I could not ignore that. Kieran Gallant is my choice for the Peter Vetri Rookie of the Year. All right, so goaltender Nick Snyder Award is this is the de facto FPHL Vezina Trophy, if you will. Now, Snyder was the epitome of what it meant to be a goaltender in the FPHL. He was a minor league player. His career spanned for 15 seasons. He even dressed as an e-bug for Cincinnati of the ECHL this year. So even though he didn't actually play this year, he's still kind of active. He played for 8 different Fed teams, compiled 65 career wins, and had a championship as well. I did consider Mario Cavallari, who was last year's winner. I named him as my Nick Snyder winner last year, but this year, again, I feel like it was a no-brainer. All right, Connor McAnanima from the Binghamton Black Bears. I know I named him for the goals against leader and the wins as well. But what a season McAnamara had! He led the league with 30 wins. He led the league in goals against 2.08. Finished second with 4 shutouts and was fourth in save percentage with a 922. He's lighting it up in the playoffs as well. Connor McAnamara is the Nick Snyder winner for top goaltender. So that's the one agreement that I had with the FPHL. All right, now this is a category that the league doesn't recognize, but I think it's a very important category. Molivac Award. And yeah, I am honoring a player that is still active. The Molivac Award goes to the best two-way forward in the league. This is like the Selke Award in the NHL. All right, Mo's Fed career has spanned 10 of the 15 years that the league's been in existence. He always has been a great on-ice leader, excelling at the face-off dot, as well as strong defensive play, and he's got a great scoring touch too. He's in the top 6 all time in scoring in the league with 421 points. He's also well known for mentoring younger players that are just coming into the league. Fantastic leader. My second choice, my backup choice, I guess you could say, was Zach White of the Carolina Thunderbirds. Yes, I know Zach White played a few years in the SP before coming to Carolina this year, but fantastic play. Again, though, I felt like this was the best choice. And that is Tyson Kirkby of the Binghamton Black Bears. Kirkby, second in the league in overall scoring with 97 points. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Okay, he had a great face-off percentage, near 60% face-off wins, a plus 38. He is the consummate player offensively and defensively. So Tyson Kirkby is our Molivac winner. All right, on to the Coach of the Year. And this is the Chris Ferolo Award. If you don't know who that is, you've got to go back to the first couple of years of the FPHL. Ferolo, he coached in the first 3 seasons of the Fed. He won a championship in year 2 with the New Jersey Outlaws. Overall, he compiled a 99, 46, and 10 record behind the bench. He's actually now a motivational speaker. But I thought he really epitomized great coaching from the early days of the FPHL. My backup choice was Steve Martinson from the Athens Rock Lobsters. But ultimately, I go with Brant Sherwood of the Binghamton Black Bears. Yes, I know, not a Black Bears, but look at what the Black Bears did this year. They won a championship last year, and they actually improved by 10 wins from last year to this year. Brant Sherwood, great recruiter, and he was able to make a championship team even better. So I feel like you can't ignore that. So 49 wins, one of the top records in Fed history, second best winning percentage of all time. There you go. So Brant Sherwood is the Coach of the Year, the Chris Ferolo Award for the Fed League Flash Awards. All right. Now, I'm going to do the Broadcaster of the Year. My choice is going to be a little different. I'll give a little feedback in just a second. But we're naming this the Jeff Barrett Award. I did not do this category last year, but I wanted to. This year, I'm doing it. And I'm listing Jeff Barrett because he has been the longest tenured play-by-play guy for any team in the Fed. He has been serving in that capacity with the Watertown Wolves since 2017. He's got just an infectious energy and dedication to hockey and to the FPHL. Um, and Jeff has just kind of set a standard for all other broadcasters in the league. I think if you talk to any of the play-by-play men in the FPHL, they would all recognize Jeff Barrett as just, you know, kind of an inspiration. So, Doug Latuca, he was named the FPHL Broadcast of the Year, and he did do a fantastic job. I think Latuca deserves that recognition. I'm recognizing somebody else because of not only what they do with their play calling, but also their work with the team off the ice when not behind the camera, and for all the extra features he does, such as looking at things around the Empire Division, and other presentations that he does, finding stats and storylines from week that just passed. So I am saying Will Wiggleman from the Port Huron Prowlers. He is my choice for the broadcaster of the year. Again, nothing, no disrespect or taking away anything from Doug Latuca. Both guys, fantastic. I've had the opportunity to meet both of them. Fantastic, wonderful individuals who are great at what they do. My choice, Will Wiggleman. All right. Finally, the last one is the Don Kieran Award. And we name that because Executive of the Year, Don Kieran, it's his league. He formed this league 15 years ago, served as an executive in the past, not just for the league, but for the Watertown Wolves. So anyway, before founding the FPHL, Don Kieran also worked tirelessly to build up the Syracuse Stars junior and youth hockey programs, as well as the Empire Junior Hockey League, which was absorbed into the USPHL. He's also an inducted member of the New York State Hockey Hall of Fame. I pondered this for a long time. I thought about it. There are several worthy candidates, but my choice for Executive of the Year is Parker Moskal, who owns the Monroe Moccasins, as well as now the PD hockey team coming in. He has worked tirelessly to create just an amazing product in Monroe, in that market. Top drawing team in the league. He made efforts to stabilize the HC Venom. A lot of people do not realize how close the Venom were to folding mid-season. Parker Moskal came in, stabilized the team, allowed them to continue through the year, and now he is also bringing hockey back into Florence, South Carolina, who has been without hockey for a long time, reopening that market. He's worked tirelessly to help expand the FPHL's footprint and to produce a good product on the ice and in the communities as well. So Parker Moskal is my choice for Executive Year, the Don Kieran Award. So there we go. That is our awards for the FPHL for the Fed League Flash this year. And again, if you have other people that you would vote for, you can comment down below. That's fine. Again, I recognize, yes, this is subjective, but again, these are my choices. I tried to be as objective as possible with these, and I really feel that these are the most worthy candidates in each category. All right, so there we go. There is our video of the day. Tomorrow we will be on the Flash Audio Network previewing the Carolina Binghamton series. So make sure you tune in for that. All the addresses are on my Facebook page, all 5 platforms that comprise the Flash Audio Network. Thank you so much for watching, And we will see you again this upcoming weekend right here on YouTube with game reviews. Take it easy.